Hey there guys, Bizzleberry here, bringing you another Grandmaster Support game on patch 10.12. Hope you guys have been enjoying all the content lately. I would have picked Lulu for this game. We're playing Yuumi, as you probably already know. Lulu was banned, otherwise I would have done a Lulu game here, as the Kog'Maw was hovered Kog'Maw for the entirety of the time. So we're doing Kog'Maw Yuumi into Ezreal Senna. So Senna is going to be a tough one. I had to take the Yuumi as basically a blind pick here. So it's going to be difficult just because Senna can take an Executioners early. They don't have heal on the bot side. They're running Barrier and Exhaust, which I'm a little bit surprised at. We can maybe use it to advantage. Just try not to get Barrier baited. Picking up the, I think it's the Holy Grail first, and then into the Ardent Censer for the Kog'Maw. Really nice combo there, and then after that we'll play around about what we want. They've got a lot of assassins. They've got 3 assassins going on top of the Kog'Maw. It's going to be pretty difficult to protect him. Yeah, and we got, it's just overall it's going to be a very bloody game because with the amount of assassinations that's going on here. And I don't have like the amount of protection as a Lulu would give to one target. It's going to be difficult keeping the Kog'Maw alive. We do have an exhaust, but there's 3 assassins. So we'll do our best here. Ideally, we just take the game slow and then we win because of late game. Need Gragas to try and be the one to interrupt the cat ulti, as we don't have much for that either. So it's just going to be a very bloody game. I can just see see it's either going to be a big stomp for one team, or in these team fights, there's going to be like 3 deaths on each team. It's going to be pretty interesting to see how we can come out of this one. But yeah, the very late start of this laning phase is just going to be tough. I think Senna's going to be able to do quite a bit here. Once she gets the first recall, she'll be able to buy an Executioners, or at least that's what she should be doing anyway. It is a Grasp Senna, so the damage will fall off quite considerably later on into the game, but the Grasp Senna will still do some damage because of base stats during the first half of the laning phase, but then she'll be going into Frozen Mallet. But it's just mainly the Executioners I'm mostly concerned about, because if I was playing it against a Yuumi, Senna would be my #1 pick. So it's likely to see the Executioners. But we just need to play it by the lane. Kha'Zix's ganks won't be incredibly strong. And there's no Glacial Augment on the Senna, so the only thing that we can really get caught out by is Senna's W. And I think Volibear at the moment is doing pretty decently, so we'll see how this guy does. He's got the new Predator as well, which is quicker to activate, but does less damage on the proc. What do I think about the new Senna skin? I haven't seen it in game. Is it out on 10.12? LPP has not given it to me yet. LPP is usually pretty slow at giving out their new wave of skins, if it isn't meant to be in this patch. But usually I like playing the Yuumi with an Ezreal. But we're playing with a Kog'Maw, which makes the laning phase a little bit scary in terms of being caught out by. Like usually you do Yuumi Ezreal because the Ezreal is more slippery and can escape from a pretty early on point, whereas Kog'Maw is much harder to get away. And everything is going to be we're going to be paying attention to when he pops his W, which is the ability that increases his attack range. It's got a decent, it's got quite a long cooldown, the W. So once it deactivates, then Kog'Maw is going to be playing passive until it's ready again. So ideally we want to time our zoomies with the Kog'Maw's W, because the zoomies also increases his attack speed. Also on that extended hit on the W on Kog'Maw, it also does % max HP damage to the enemy. So the more auto attacks he gets off, it's a lot more damage coming out there. But I'm not going to rush Ardent. I think it's too important to miss out on that AP and the big heals that come out with the Thieves and Holy Grail. They could be cheesing in this brush down here. It's always a scary thought. Okay, had to check. Yeah, this first part of the lane phase is always going to be tough. It usually is, unless you've got a Lulu with the Cogmore. Lulu Cogmore is just such a nice combo. Also, Yuumi's mana early is a little bit oof. I seem a little bit concerned from a Kha'Zix skank quite early on. Okay, we're doing okay. I'm surprised the Senna isn't being a tad more aggressive. I think the Senna should be, especially when she's using something like Grasp over Glacial, she should be being even more aggroed to get those Grasp stacks as well. Is it okay to go Relic on Yuumi? I would not advise that. Yeah. We're pretty lucky that it's not Glacial. I think Cogmore Senna would have a lot more souls. Because she's landing like the Q, but then she's not in range for the auto attack after that. They're surprised there. Didn't want to unattach. Haven't got my passive ready and I'm Oh, didn't mean to stand still there. But honestly, this is fine for us. I'm kind of like happy in a way that Senna hasn't been more aggro. Alright, here we go. That's nice. Who got the kill? Volibear did. Alright, we've got to help push this in. It's a shame Cogmore didn't get the kill, or myself. But that should help the Volibear continuing to do well. Just scare off the Ezreal so it doesn't interrupt the Cogmore. We'll do triple Fairy Charm and a Control Word. I was thinking of doing a book with double Fairy Charm, but it's not. I don't want to give the Senna too many souls for free and grasp stacks for free by coming out. So the triple Fairy Charm should just be almost enough mana to not have to come out too much at all. So just limit the amount of stacks that we're giving away here. Wow, and she's not going to buy an Executioner's first item either? Wow, especially like when the Cogmore's also got a Vampiric Scepter too. Didn't even mention that the Cogmore will be going Blade of the Ruin King first. It's very surprising that the Senna isn't going Executioners. Okay. Gonna put a ward in this brush down here. Just to make sure. He should just freeze the lane. I don't see why we're pushing it. There's no reason to shove this back towards them. Hey Nova, and hey anyone else that's just joined the stream. I hope you guys are doing well today. Oh, that's where the Senna was. Doing the Drake. Manta Drake down, Ocean Drake next. Does Senna have enough to buy Executioners? Well, She bought a ruby crystal, but she didn't buy a longsword, which tells me which means it's going to delay her executioners even more if she was going to buy one. That's why I mention it. Like the ideal person to poke here would be Ezreal, because Senna can always just heal herself with the Q. Whereas it's like the Senna goes for Q harassment, she still gets to heal herself, whereas Ezreal might not get the heal from the Senna harassment. The Kog'Maw's also got a Vampiric Scepter, so he can do an okay job here, just healing himself. Kha'Zix is around. Got ulti soon. Senna's I'm dead. I've got my ulti. Okay. Lane is reset. That's 2 kills for Kog'Maw. Air's got 1. Win in our book. Then that doesn't help much. It's okay. Yeah, I would have liked to bought Ishanis, but don't have the mana for it, the money for it. Next recall we should have enough for Athena's and Holy Grail. But yeah, that's a huge win for us. This isn't a lane, as I said, that we should be winning early. Yeah, she's not buying executions. She's gone straight into Giant Spell. Okay. Yeah, the amount of self-healing we've got down here, it's actually insane that there's no executioners from them here. Volibear's around. This is nice. It's a shame the Kog'Maw missed the ult there. Ooh. Yeah, not enough range on the 1 point and ulti on Kog'Maw. On the ult. Just waiting for level 7 here. One option I could do here is max E, but I know there's a lot of assassins on enemy team. But I think we're fine to just out harassment down here. This is sneaky of them. I don't have my ulti yet. Now I do. Okay, good. Meanwhile, Zed got a kill 1v1 mid. Yeah, my ult only just came up there, so that was kind of lucky on the timings. I'm not sure about this dive and it's... Okay. Just be careful, Kog'Maw, right? Oh, don't go backwards. Need to hit the Ezra for mana. Is Volibear okay there? Alright, just help him push in this wave. Kha'Zix is around. It's a bit scary for the Volibear to do that now. He should help, yeah. Oh god. Cat did die, but we lost a dragon and we lost 2. Not great. That wasn't great at all. The Volibear should have just stopped doing the dragon at that point when we didn't have priority over it. But also Kog'Maw could have helped a bit earlier. Yeah, that was the biggest loss that we've had so far. Okay, Zed's at least doing quite well. If the Kog'Maw ever dies, I think the Zed is the person that we want to go on to next. Oh, also just to touch on the fact that Relic Shield and Yuumi is not that great as well. It would affect cut down, so you wouldn't be able to go cut down if you went Relic Shield, as your HP would be too high. Doing a lot of damage to Ez now. Alright. That was pretty simple. She just overextended. She just wanted that one soul that was out there. Overextended for that, and then it was just easy pop. Doesn't really matter that the Senna has a little bit more max HP with the Grasp build because Kog'Maw W is % health based anyway. Got 10 seconds to get... okay. Yeah, I'm a bit screwed here. I don't have Passive Shift coming up. Yeah, the Kog'Maw's playing a little bit sloppy. A little sloppy. We had already just taken the turret plating. We didn't need to like keep heading into the turret a little bit more there. But Kog'Maw late is still better than whatever they've got. And hey Koho, thank you for the 4 months resub, much appreciated. I just played a game with Zyra where I tried cut down and had second most damage in the game. Any thoughts on non-sorcery Zyra? Well, you can do Electrocute with like... You could do like a Presence of Mind build, I guess, on Zyra. Come here. Needs to reattach to someone else, but... Okay, good job from the team there. We can get the first chart of the game. And Volibear is currently doing Herald. So everyone on the team's been doing generally quite nicely. The only thing we're behind on right now is Dragons. Did we actually get... Yeah, we did get Herald. Okay, good. Zed just died and gave 850 gold to Cat. Okay, that's a bit oof though. Could Senna turn us around by going healer build? Honestly, Senna just has to hope her team carries her because she went Grasp. Like, that's not even me memeing. That's me being utterly legit. She should have bought Executioners early. She's now just walking. She's not got anything here to help her team. No Executioners. She doesn't have Frozen Mallet, so she's not even doing any slows. She's just walking around. She's lucky if she gets a snare and maybe a shield. That's basically it. The damage output from her is going to be terrible. So... She's just got a lot of HP. And can throw like a 150, 200 heal out every now and then. It's... yeah. Should have maybe attached to Z there. Like my Qs as Yuumi are doing more than what Senna does. That's a shame that Q fizzled out just before that hit. It's a bit much though, this dive. What did we get from that? 1. Yeah, Kat's got a lot of kills now. She's on 5. They should better catch Senna out here. She's been way too overextending. She's already popped barrier there. Said ult onto Kat. It's not enough damage though, but Kha'Zix went in 1v3. Now they gotta get this dragon, otherwise it puts us at risk of Infernal Soul. Volleybet doesn't have smite. He's just trying to wait it out. Okay.
My God, look at this. There's a bunch of berries.
Hey, Gardner, how you doing? Alright, I've got my Transcendence in now. That's 30% cooldown reduction. I can understand the respect that the Cogmore's giving here to the cat. She's got a lot of damage. I think it's the best idea that we're against the most fed assassin on the enemy team here. Doesn't help that Cogmore's also playing pretty safe. So Frozen Mallet's now completed on the Senna. Mirror Mana on the Ezreal. It's gonna be a little item spike for them though. We're still waiting for Rage Blade and my Ardent. Ideally we don't fight until then. Because they got 3 assassins on their team, staying in any lane with this Cogmore is pretty risky. Okay, good. Cogmore got the shutdown there as well. Don't have anything else to disengage from the other 2 assassins now, the Kha'Zix and the Talon. Zed wants to come in. It's turning into an ARAM. Ez is super low. This might be a little bit crazy. Yeah. I've got nothing else for this. I had to do my best just to disattach them, but yeah. Bit of a messy fight. As I said in the team fights, like it's gonna be one team that's gonna have 3 dead and the other team is gonna be dead. This fight's always gonna be really explosive, but I didn't have Ardent and the Cogmore didn't have Rage Blade. It's a shame there's not an item that CCs. That would be really cool, like a hard CC. I think we just do Dark Seal then. We pick that up and try and get some stacks there. Eva Gardner, I'm kind of stuck in bronze, silver, ELO. Even if I make my AD carry fed, it doesn't correspond with late game. It can still be lost. Maybe I play worse in mid late game. Any thoughts on how to improve this? Just focus on something in a tier 1, tier 2 on my tier list.
My God, look at this.
Focus on only playing 1 or 2 champions, and get used to moving around more if your AD carry is not doing great. There are some extreme examples where it's really difficult to do that, like... Okay.
My God, look at this. There's a bunch of
Like, if you're playing Lulu and you're playing with a Cogmore, then it kind of... there's not much there you can do. Okay, well that was a massive oof by a lot of people there. We burnt a lot of ultis for that, for nothing. We used 3 ults. Zed, mine, Volibear's. No. It's a good start there. Ezreal's already dead. Yeah, we can just pull this now. This will be our second Drake if we get it. Talon's so low. They got it. We have to do Baron. Yeah. That's tough. Because now we've... Yeah, that was meant to be our dragon. Okay, nice. I'm on 5 Dark Seals already. I kind of just want to just stay on the Zed now. I'm not really happy with how the Cogmore's playing. Plus he's dying really, really quickly all the time. Okay, cool. Got 2 controllers. That should probably be a Death Dance on Cogmore with the amount of assassins that they have. Okay, this could be good. Hit him there. Just walking right into Cogmore. He's got no one where to go. Gragas is getting caught out himself there though. Zed still has ulti. I hit one though. Okay, this is not at all trippy. I think the Cogmore could have dove that. Yeah, this is a bit... We could look to do the Baron here. Yeah, it's just difficult. I'm just trying to think if we want a Shirley's here or a Redemption. Problem with Redemption is that a cat's getting a lot of Grievous wounds down. She's the only Grievous... Well, they got multiple Grievous wounds in their team. Now, with the Kha'Zix and the Talon picking up now, I'm just thinking it might be better just to pick up Shirley's. Or the Magi's. I guess I could finish off the Magi's too. Need to think about it. What are my thoughts on Tarek? Tarek got nerfed. Guardian got nerfed. Yeah. He's not in the greatest of places right now. Why not Locket? Locket shield scales with bonus HP, and I haven't got any bonus HP. Nor do I need any resistances. A lot of wasted stats there. Like the shield would be extremely minimal on Yuumi with Locket. There's a Drake up in 40 seconds. We can't be here for too long.
Imadilf has added 3 to the berry bush.
Thank you, Amadilf. Thank you for the 3 gifted subs. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. Welcome to the Berry Bush, guys. So I'm just focusing on the game a little bit here. It's getting quite tense. Infernal Soul for them now.
Mark Geo54 has added 1 to the berry bush. Mark Geo54 gifted a tier 1 sub to Pegnia.
Oh, that's the Senna caught out. Kha'Zix tried to stay on me there. You gotta go in, Coggy. Good, that said jungler dead. Okay. That was kind of scary. I was waiting for the Grievous wounds to end before throwing my heal out there. Okay, we could have maybe rotated to Baron at that point if he didn't die. Big oof. But we get the Infernal Drake, we stop them getting the Infernal Soul. I find it amazing everyone on the team has Grievous wounds apart from the Senna. It's actually like blowing my mind. We'll do the Shirley's. Nah. We get the AP. We get the AP. It's dying for free here is huge. And that's the Senna ult down as well. Come here. Come here. Pick me up. Senna's getting all the wards down for Baron now. That's a bit oof. Got him. We've got a mana advantage over the Talon. Yeah, I just need not to use my ult on the Zed. It's my bad. It's not the Zed's fault. Because he just wants to go in instantly and out. It's a waste of a ult for sure. It's taking a little bit too long. It's resetting a little bit too hard right now. Kog'Maw's W is going to be on cooldown. This isn't great. get the Zed in. Good. 125 stacks now. It's a shame we lost Cogmore. Who's alive? Talon. There he is. Okay, this is ours. Take the Shreddiers and a potion. I'm on 550-ish AP, not including the Adaptive Force. Like, Volibear's the worst person to go on in terms of Adaptive Force here. Cogmore pushes it to 65. Zed would probably be the most on a team. Yeah, Zed will give me the most amount of Adaptive Force. Pretty tense game at the moment. Hey Squan, how you doing? Is Janna a better pick than Morgana against Leona? Yeah, I would say so, yes. Janna would be more useful in fights than a Morgana, in my opinion. 40 seconds for Infernal Soul for the enemy team. It would be our third Drake. So we got to defend it. Okay, Talon died. Just gotta remember I got this Shreddiers. I don't usually pick this item up too much. I think absolute final item would be like Death Cap at this point. Just Death Cap instead of the Control Ward. But we're miles away from that. Zed's doing what? Yeah, Zed's having a pretty good game.
Oh my god, look at this. There's a bunch of berries.
They did lose their jungler. I think we can go for this. I don't think we need to be shy here. Alright, both teams are on 3 Drakes now. It's a shame the Cogmore keeps dying. It's pretty difficult to keep him alive against 3 assassins. This is ending up a little bit overextendy. Cogmore's nearly here. Alright, good. Had to feels like I'm playing like a RTS game now, like micromanaging units and stuff. Gragas has got TP, but I won't go back with him if he uses it. We gotta look to end here.
Oh my god, look at this. There's a bunch of berries.
I don't care about getting turret aggro too much here. I feel like we should have ended here. I think we could have ended. If I'm playing passively and Janna should do Guardian or summon Airy. After the Guardian changes, I would recommend Airy. Oh, that was a really bad key for me. We should be fine still. That was a bit scuffed. Okay. Oh no, this could be bad now. Ugh. Oh no 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 no. Oh yes 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 yes. Yikes. How much AP have we got? 466, and then when we go on to Cogmore, it's basically another 100 AP. It's actually pretty amazing that this Senna never bought an Executioner's. Incredible. GG. There was a couple of comments in like maybe the tier list or one of the recent Yuumi games that I did saying that they didn't think Yuumi was strong, but Yuumi's OP for sure. Honor the Zed for being awesome. And whoa, 5 feet. Wow.
Firefeet57 has added 10 to the berry bush.
Thank you so much, 5 feet. Thank you for giving 10 gifted subs in the channel. Thank you so much, 5 feet. And Barry, thank you for the 100 biddies. Thank you guys. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget, if you're watching, oh my goodness, the flaming. Well, let's zoom away from that. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. There's a Yuumi guide that will be coming out very soon, if not already, if you're watching this video on YouTube. And, you know, if you're watching on Twitch, follow. Other than that, stay safe, guys. Take care.
Look at this. There's a bunch of